2017 brought new developments, along with fortunate and unfortunate events. While it began with India standing in queues after the demonetization of Rs 100 and Rs 500 currency notes, an economic decision like GST once again made the nation curse or applaud the government midway around July. Indian Express, the lynching of Pehlu Khan and later brutal murder of Mohammad Afzal in Rajasthan, once again sparked the debate whether the political bigotry has seeped deep into the social fabric of the country or any hope is still left. Various state elections, especially of Gujarat in the last leg of the year, unleashed a fury of political banters where politicians even resorted to being audacious enough to call each other Neej and Pakistani agents. Reuters. But in a year that full of interesting events which became the talk of the town, there were many happening which didn't much attention. Here are those events which failed to get major traction despite being equally compelling to draw empathy, ecstasy, sorrow, anger, pride and any other possible human emotion. BCCL/representational image. Though Gokaland agitation has been happening for decades now, the agitation that took place in June this enveloped the whole region falling in West Bengal. Violent clashes took places between forces and the protesters, but national media didn't give it enough coverage despite one region of West Bengal remained completely cut from rest of the state for months. Gokaland agitation history goes back to 30 years and to date, no solution has been reached. In 1986, Subhash Singh raised the demand for a separate state for Gorkha people to be carved out of Darjeeling Hills and Dors and Siliguri areas. The violent protest led to the death of 1,200 people then. During 2017 protest, hundreds of tourists remain stranded in the violence-hit region, especially in Darjeeling and other tourist places. Riding on the success of launching of 104 satellites in February by ISRO, putting the Indian Space Agency into the league of world's leading space agencies, national media didn't give much heed to another great feat accomplished by ISRO in June when it launched 31 satellites in one go in June. Earlier this year, India had launched 104 satellites with a single rocket and most of these satellites were American. Later in August, ISRO failed to put one navigation satellite in orbit as technical glitches stopped rocket's heat shield from separating, which resulted in the mission failure. Post the Mars mission in 2014, ISRO has been seen as best destination globally for the affordable launch of satellites. Reuters /representational image. While Gujarat floods got coverage with PM Modi also visiting the ravaged state. Around the same time in August, huge area comprising Nepal, Assam, Bihar and West Bengal was engulfed with floods which not only displaced thousands of people but also killed over 450 people. Neither did media nor the center give much heed to it. Not only Assam, but almost an area as big as whole North India got affected by floods, with human as well as flora and fauna getting destroyed. The rhino sanctuaries in Assam and Nepal were affected majorly as a large number of rhinos and other animals died in the floods, but media was busy covering Gujarat floods where our PM Modi went to take stock of the situation.